Today is a Wilderness Lakes RV resort review in Mathis, Texas, just 30 minutes north of Corpus Christi, where they keep the USS Lexington. I haven't been here since I was a kid with my dad, and it was really cool to go with my family. Also, right down the road from the resort is Lake Corpus Christi. Now, this state park has everything: bike trails, boating, fishing, campgrounds, a beautiful lake, and just a ton of things to see here. I highly recommend checking it out if you're in the area. What's good to note as we jump right in is if you have Passport America, you're going to save 50% on the first 3 days, which is only $60. AT&T, T-Mobile all have one bar in this area. Verizon's the winner at 2 bars. Not super fast, but it gets it done, and they do have internet on site. Additionally, there are no weapons allowed in the park, and it's posted as you enter into the park. So if that is a concern for you, now you know. Now for us, it was the space, having just left a KOA in South Padre where everybody was stacked on each other. This was really, really nice. Grounds are well laid out. It's so much more than a couple of ponds. There's places to bike, places to hike, places to fish, and there's just a ton to do without even leaving the resort. But it's very quiet, well laid out and quiet. In addition, it's also pretty cool to see that our four-legged friends, the doggos, are well received and accepted. There are stations all over the resort. You can see one here on the right where you can pick up after your dog and throw it away as opposed to walking around with it for several miles. Here you can see an otter swimming into the water. There's a ton of wildlife in the area. There were a lot of things that we did see, such as this otter, lots of ducks, we saw some frogs, we saw some deer. There were also quite a few things that we didn't see. There's reports of wild pigs, bobcats, and so on. One of the things that we didn't see was an alligator, which signs are posted for, so take caution there. Now, as mentioned, there's a ton of birds in the area. One of the cool things they do here is they have a bird blind. And in the bird blind, you can walk up and check out the birds, and even have a poster in front of you that helps you identify what you're looking at. For us today, we saw a lot of cardinals. Another cool thing about this place is that they have an airfield for model airplanes. They tell us that if you get there at 7:30 in the morning on non-windy days, you can see them fly. They have 2 dog parks on site. We only visited one, but it's right next to a pond. It's very sizable. They got a place for everybody to sit, and it's really nice. You know, of course, they also have a really great pool overlooking the pond. They have horseshoes, bocce ball, hook and ring. They also have basketball, which we didn't get to play, but it's cool to have the option. I guess it's also probably pretty important to note that they have the best water pressure we've had of any park to date. There's no cable TV, but that's all right, you're out in the country. It's also important to note that much of the community is full-timers, those that spend winter down in Texas for the climate, and they're a little bit older community. Although you do see some kids and grandkids, it's a quieter, older community. Ultimately, everybody is very welcoming. Last but not least, you have dark skies, which means you get to enjoy the stars and all that it brings. B was able to capture this shot of the Orion Nebula. He's getting so good at his astrophotography, so proud of him. Well, there it is. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we will see you all on the next round.